What's up guys, it's me Jake here, and as you might be able to tell from the title of this video, today is my June 2021 manga haul. And I do have some light novels in here, but it's mostly manga. I'll be showing off everything I got in June 2021. I swear I say this every time. I thought it was going to be smaller, but this is my biggest haul yet on this channel. I can't believe how much I got in June 2021. My wallet hates me, everything hates me money-wise, so let's just show off everything I got to you guys. So, just like last video, I'm going to be showing off everything in different sections. So this is going to be my Dark Horse section, where I have 3 volumes I actually got. And off that little corner, you might be able to tell, I got all 3 of the Hellsing Deluxes, as the 3rd one just came out in English. And these things are so nice. And I will actually say, my Platinum editions of Sword Art Online are bigger than Dark Horse Deluxes, which surprised me a lot. These things are huge, they're very heavy. I wouldn't say they're as heavy as the Sword Art Online Platinum editions, but cannot wait to get into these. They look really nice on the shelf. They're huge. The art looks amazing because it's so blown up because of the size. And I will say, I cannot wait to get into Hellsing. I watched Hellsing Ultimate a while ago, but I don't really remember much. So having the Hellsing manga, it gets me really excited to actually read it. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about Dark Horse. This is the only thing I actually got from Dark Horse this month. So that's it for the Dark Horse section, and on to the next one. Now, next up is the Vertical section, which I also didn't get much of Vertical this month, only a singular volume, and that actually is A School Frozen in Time Volume 2. I cannot wait to get into this. I might wait for Volumes 3 and 4 to come out to actually continue it, because there's only going to be 4 volumes inside the series, so I might just wait for the rest to come out. But I will say this does look very good, and I cannot wait to continue this work by the creators of Your Line April. The first volume was really good near the end. The beginning was kind of slow and building up, but at a mid-section to that end, it really built upon a really cool world and a really interesting concept that I cannot wait to be expanded upon in more and more volumes. Now, I don't know if this series was canceled in Japan, that's why it's 4 volumes, or if it was just a 4-volume series and that's all they wanted to do, because if you don't know, the Your Line April creators usually don't create too many big works. Usually all their works are pretty small, so I wanted to be surprised if this was just 4 volumes and done it on their own accord. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Vertical and School Frozen Time Volume 2, and on to the next publisher. Now, the next publisher is Kodansha, where I also only got 1 volume from this month. That's going to be Shaman King Omnibus 2. The only thing I'm going to say that gets me mad about this, so I was a little bit taller than Volume 1, is, as I can show you guys right here, it's a little bit taller. It's so minuscule, but just that little bit of height difference can really annoy me. But I will say, them being connecting spines really does help, and also the look of the spines look really good together, so cannot wait for more volumes. I think we're gonna have like 6 or so by the end of 2021. We're gonna have around like 6 or so omnibuses of Shaman King. Cannot wait for that to come out. And I do say it did take away one of my theories of whoever's on the cover is gonna be on the spine, because the girl's on the cover, I forget her name, and Adimaru is on the spine, so that takes away that theory. But I will also say the cover art, back art, it all looks amazing. So cannot wait for more of this, and I cannot wait to have more of Shaman King on my shelf. Now, the next one is a series made by a company that's definitely out of business, which is ADL Manga. If you know ADL Manga, you might know the series, and this was actually sold to me by my homie Cam the Critic. There will be a card right here. And I will say, I cannot wait to get into this, since he said it's kind of an Exorcist series, and if you don't know, I love my Exorcist series. Actually, the news came out today as of recording this that Blue Exorcist is going on a year-long hiatus, and that made me really sad, but what can you do? The manga needs time for their health, go do it. But I don't think this is because of health issues. I think she's doing another work in between that time, but I don't really know everything. But to get back on topic, from the ADL Manga section, we have Chrono Crusade Volumes 1 through 8. These are in pretty damn good condition, just a little bit of yellowing. Other than that, really good condition. Cannot wait to get into this. Looks like it's a really good quality series, and looks like it's going to be a really good Exorcist manga from what I'm looking at, and very interesting, as these just look cool. And I will say that I do like how, as the volumes go on, they kind of get a little bit thicker spine-wise. Like, the last 3 volumes are definitely the thickest. Do like that, and I cannot wait to start reading this. It's probably me and my July reading log, because I have yet to read this yet. My June reading log is all just going to be mainly one series. You guys are going to be probably expecting, because I've been talking about rereading it for a while, but I'm just amazed with how good it is right now. But okay, I'm done. ADL Manga's done. Sorry with the off-trackness. On to the next publisher. The next publisher will be 7 Seas, and I'm going to actually be starting with the series I shut off one volume of in my last haul. That is Not Lives, volumes 2, 8, and 9. I cannot wait to actually get into the series again. Just like Chrono Crusade, I've yet to read this. Just want to get the more out-of-stock volumes before I actually got into it. And these 3 or 4 of the out-of-stock volumes that I had to find, and I think I just didn't pick up the other one because it was like 20 bucks. I'll probably pick it up soon, but I will say, cannot wait to get into Not Lives. It looks really interesting. And just like I said last time in my last video, the only reason I bought it is this kind of looks like the HUD they use in Data Live sometimes. If you don't know, I love Data Live, so I'm going to give this one a try. And hopefully it's as good as Data Live because it looks pretty interesting. And the concept sounds pretty cool. So cannot wait to get into this. And let me just talk about the next 7 Seas thing I got. Now, if you don't know, my birthday actually came up this month, and one of my good friends on Discord, Shrek, actually sent this as a birthday gift to me. That's Masamune-kun's Revenge Volume 1. I've been wanting to get into the series for a really long time, and after he sent me Volume 1, I'm really excited to actually get into the series. You don't know, I'm a pretty big harem guy, and I've heard this is a pretty underrated, pretty good harem, so I cannot wait to get into Masamune-kun's Revenge. I know it's kind of hard to find right now, but I'm really excited to read Volume 1, and I cannot wait to pick up more of Masamune-kun's Revenge. Now, the next things I've gotten are actually a bunch of light novels I got off Paper Model Store off eBay. If you didn't just notice me put a bunch away, it's Grimgar, Fantasy, and Ash, volumes 1 through 12. Now, there's a lot, so I'm going to be moving and showing these covers off while talking and putting them behind me, but I will say, cannot wait to get into Grimgar. I hear the anime is not the best adaptation of it. I know there's a lot of actual stuff after the anime that is shown, so I cannot wait. And Volume 2 is so hard to come by, man. So seeing Paper Model Store put up 1 through 12 made me really excited to finally pick up the series, as I finally could actually get the volume that I needed, which was Volume 2, which was basically impossible because it went for like $100 by itself, just like how a couple other series I want to get into, like Bakuno, I want the light novels to, or have just those couple volumes that are like $100, or do Rara Volume 8, the light novel. It's just impossible, and I really don't like that. I just want Yen Press to just reprint them, but of course this isn't Yen Press. This is the final series I have for the 7 Seas stuff. Cannot wait to get into Grimgar. And that's it for the 7 Seas stuff, so let's just get on to the next publisher. Now, this is the only title I did get from Yen Press this month, but it was on sale on Right Stuff, so I picked up the whole entire series as I've been looking to get into this. It's yet another harem with some of the best harem spines out there. And I did not only get everything off Right Stuff because a lot of stuff was like no longer available on there, but that's going to be Kadokawa Comics and Yen Press's Trinity 7. Now, the most recent volume I think is 23. That's supposed to be here in the mail today, because it came out today, but actually, it's running late on my Amazon, so I couldn't pick it up. So, I am going to be not technically up to date right now on Trinity 7, but in a couple days, I will be having all Trinity 7, and I'll be up to date with it, but I'll consider myself up to date for now, because the volume just came out, and yes, I know, that's kind of counterintuitive saying I'm up to date, when technically I'm not, but it's my rule. It's my collection, okay? I can say what I want. But I will say, really excited to get into this. I watched the first season of the anime, really enjoyed it. I think Arata is a really cool protagonist, as he wasn't just one of those like baby harem protagonists. He was an absolute Shadmeister. I really liked Arata as a protagonist. And yeah, this is also a cool thing that they did with this manga. They gave it a 15.5 volume, which usually is only a thing that light novels usually do, is give it like the 15.5s and stuff. I really cannot wait to actually get into this though. There's a lot of content that isn't actually shown in the anime and the manga, as I think anime is only like 2 seasons a season, so I think it's probably going to only go up to like volume 10, and there's 23 and it's ongoing, so there's definitely a lot of stuff left out in the anime. And yeah, I cannot wait to read this. It's probably going to be a pretty fast read for me, because I like my harem, and I go through harems pretty fast, I will admit that. And of course, I have the super out of order, and I have 14 to 15 at the end, and not where they're supposed to be. But that's it for Yen Press. That's all the things I got, which is probably the second and most amount for one publisher, even though it's only one series. I will say this is a lot of volumes. It's like 23 technically, because there's the 15.5, and then I'll have 24 when 23 comes in. But yeah, I cannot wait to read this and on to the next publisher, which is going to be my second to last publisher with Viz. Now, starting off the huge list of Viz things I got this month, me starting off with Fist of the North Star Volume 1, which you'll probably see in a lot of people's hauls. So not going to talk about it too much. Really excited to read this, as this is the thing that inspired JoJo's. The volume looks really cool, and I will say the back really reminds me of the ping pong covers back in Spine, but I really do like this. I love this a lot. I like how the only thing that's glossy is the blood splatters around the volume. I think that's a really cool touch, and I also like how they had some on the spine to actually add that little bit more flair when it's on the bookshelf. But there's only one flaw I have with it, and that's the colored pages being like JoJo's and only being the color orange. So that's all I'm going to say about this, since I know a lot of people did get it. But of course, this is my first Brunson or whatever, I don't know how to say his name. This is the first title I have by this duo, which I know they have a couple things printed in English if this wants to focus. Yeah, they have a couple things printed in English, but it's super out of print, so don't have any of it. But cannot wait to get into Fist of the North Stars and on to the next one. Now, I actually did buy JoJo's Bizarre Adventure singles lot. That gave me a lot of duplicates, but gave me 2 volumes that are very expensive for way cheaper. And that's gonna mean I have volumes, these are the dupes I do have: 4, 5, 6, 8, 11, 7, and 10. I'll show these off really fast for you guys who've never seen them. But I did also get like, I think 5-ish volumes. So I only need 2 more volumes to complete my set, which is technically volumes 3 and 13. So if you guys are selling volumes 3 or 13 of JoJo singles, please tell me. These 2 volumes 7 and 10 are not for sale. The other ones are probably gonna be up for sale on my eBay sooner rather than later, purely because I don't need them. I already have them. And then my volumes I did get this month that I'm gonna be keeping, volumes 1, 2, 9, 14, and 16. Of course, I got these for really good prices, and they're all in amazing condition. So I'm really excited to actually be very close to completing this set, as it's one of those grails I've been working on for a really long time, and it's finally going to be near its end with only 2 more volumes that I need to pick up. But yeah, that's all I'd say for the JoJo singles. They're all in really good condition, only minor yellowing on some, and these things look beautiful. Some of my favorite spines out there too. Next up, I got 12 more volumes of the series. I got 1 volume of last month. That's Komi Can't Communicate. I've got volumes 2 through 13. I've read volumes 1 and 2, and I really did enjoy it. I think it's a really wholesome, nice slice of life that I can really get into. I cannot wait for the anime too. The animation looks beautiful, and I cannot wait to see how they adapt Komi, because I feel like Komi could be a really good anime if they really hit the nail on the head. I feel like this anime could be amazing. Now, I don't know how I cut that, because I just messed up my words about 30 times, so we'll see how I did that in editing. Probably pretty poorly, but we'll see. Now, volumes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and the most recent volume of volume 13. Now, I think we have to wait quite a while for volume 14 to come out, but I think this series is already past 20 volumes, which kind of surprised me. I never thought a series like this would have more than 20, but cannot wait to see how Komi continues from where I'm at. It can take a while to go through volumes, as some of them are kind of word heavy. Even though the main character in Komi can't really even speak to people, it can get word heavy at times, and I do really think that this is an amazing series, and you guys should definitely check it out. Now, a couple homies of mine by the name of Kieran Tommy, card is right here. Actually, we're selling a lot of the series that I've been really wanting to get in Gintama. Now, I bought it. It's volumes 1 through 23, which is all that's out in English, but it doesn't have the 2 harder to find volumes, volume 6 and volume 21. But I'm going to be probably selling my volumes 1 through 3, as you don't know, I already have volumes 1 through 3 Gintama, so I don't really need them, but I'll show them off anyway. Most of these are in pretty good condition, other than volume 1 having this weird thing on the top, and also volume 4 having kind of a busted spine. But other than that, I got it for a really good price, and I'm not going to be complaining. But Gintama volumes 1 through 23, missing 2 volumes. Really excited to get most of Gintama. This is also another grail I've been wanting to get, and I love Gintama's anime, so I just want to support and get the manga as well. I think that this could be a really great manga, but of course, I think from what I've read so far, I've read the first 3 volumes, and I think the anime is already better. It's just, I really cannot wait to get more of Gintama, and I wish they actually printed it all in English, but sadly, if you know what happened, they didn't, so I'm going to have to stick with only volumes 1 through 23 for a while. Sorry, this it gets confusing when I do random sideways covers, but these actually look so nice on the shelf, so I'm really just happy to have them. They look really amazing on the shelf, so yeah, I think these spines are amazing too. These Gintama spines look great in my opinion. These things look amazing. And I think one reason I love them is they use my favorite numbering. This is my favorite numbering that Jump does, is when they have this numbering, but they kind of stopped doing it. But yeah, that's all. Bro, I just want volume 6 and 21 to have this complete set. But of course, those are too hard to find volumes, so I don't have them. But this is my, I think, largest series I actually purchased this month. I think I don't have anything over this. Actually, I got more of Trinity 7 this month than this, so that's kind of a cap, but you get what I mean. I do think I will continue reading Gintama, and I'll probably reread this and keep this in my collection for a really long time. So thanks again, Kieran Tommy, for getting this, while selling this to me, and I cannot wait to read it, and on to the next series. Now, I'm going to kind of do a speed run for the rest of these, since these are all stuff I've read. Basically, all of it I've read, but it's the new releases that have come out with the Jump volumes. First of all, volume 10 of JJK. I have all these pre-ordered, and I will say this is where I think JJK starts to decline, as this is the start of the Shibuya arc, and I really don't like how it's going right now, but I'm going to continue supporting Gege Akutami, and I will say I want to wish Gege Akutami the best in the future, because I know they're taking a hiatus because of their health, so I will say I wish them the best of luck in the future, and I hope they get well soon. But I will say I cannot wait for JJK to come back. Even if I'm saying it's in that decline, I think it's just because they've had like 20 chapters of build up for the most recent arc, so I just want to start. That's why I'm starting to probably dislike JJK, but other than that, I cannot wait to see it come back. Next up, a series I truly adore, Chainsaw Man Volume 5. One of my favorite covers in the whole series, and one of my favorite just Jump covers in general. It looks really amazing, and I think the more volumes you get, the better these Chainsaw Man spines even look. These spines look amazing when they're next to each other, and I'll be honest, they're one of the only spines that work with the new Shonen Jump logo. So I will say, really amazing volume. I love this volume, and also really amazing anime trailer if you haven't seen it. It looks amazing. I cannot wait to actually watch that. Mappa did a really great job, and I think it's the same team that did JJK, so I was expecting something great, and I got something great out of that trailer, so I cannot wait for more of Chainsaw Man. Now, next up is actually a volume that I cannot wait to read. That's Spy Family Volume 5. I've yet to read this volume, but I'm really excited to read it. Spy Family has been really good recently, and it's been blowing up in Japan. I think it has 10 million volumes in circulation right now, with only 7 volumes out, which is unheard of. Like, I think Kaiju number 8 will probably do that, but, like, that's insane. Like, that's absolutely mind-breaking, like, mind-boggling. But I will say, Spy Family, amazing manga. Cannot wait to continue it, and I cannot wait to read more. I think it is bi-weekly. It's just been taking a bunch of weeks off more recently. Just sad to see. I hope the manga is in good health, but you never know. Hope they are, though. Wish them the best of luck in the future, and I wish them the best of luck in the future with Spy Family, as it's a huge series, and I hear that the anime is kind of already leaked that it's going to happen, so cannot wait for the anime. I think it said 2022. I don't know if it was officially confirmed or if it was just a leak, but I knew it was going to get an anime at some point with how big it got. Now, a volume that I just read, actually, today, that blew me away. Volume 28 of My Hero Academia. This volume is spectacular. And if you've read My Hero Vigilantes, this war arc is hitting way harder for you with Aizawa, because the backstory behind Aizawa hits so much harder if you've read Vigilantes. We'll say, really great arc so far. I'm currently up to date physically. I'm going to be starting reading digitally very soon because of how good it's been. I will say, I know I was always on that MHA, not as good as everyone says it is trained, but god dang, this most recent couple arcs has been insane for me recently. I will have to hop on the bandwagon from MHA from now on. Next up is a nice wholesome rom-com that I really do love, and that's called The Night Volume 2. Really cannot wait for more of this series. It's a really amazing series. I might start reading scans and still pick them up physically and start rereading it physically because of how much I really do enjoy Call of the Night. I don't know why I'm doing all these hand motions, but do definitely say I read Call of the Night. Really fantastic if you're in the mood for a rom-com or if you like rom-coms. Definitely one you should pick up. It's an amazing one, and I definitely think it's not terribly funny. Like, it's not amazingly funny. It's not super funny, I should say. but it does hit when it builds up to a joke. It does hit, in my opinion, and I really do like it. Even though comedy is all subjective, I think it's really funny, so definitely suggest it. And on to the next series. Now, for a new volume of a series I have in my top 10, Twin Star Exorcist Volume 22. I've yet to read the last 3 volumes, as I'm just trying to wait for it to finish, and I'm gonna binge it all over again because of how much I enjoyed this series. I hear this arc has just been incredible, so cannot wait to get into this. I cannot wait to meet whoever this is, and I cannot wait to actually continue reading because Twin Star is fantastic. Now, for the next series, I'm doing the same thing, and that's Sarah for the End. I don't know if this is confirmed final arc yet, but I hear it's from people that it might be nearing its end, and I'll probably wait for it to finish to actually continue it, but I think that this cover is fantastic. This cover looks great. And of course, I think I'm on volume 19 or 20 right now, but I've yet to read this one, of course, so probably gonna wait for a couple volumes to build up then to actually binge it, because I like Sarah for the End, but I don't think I'm gonna be too highly invested like usual. I'm not too highly invested in Sarah for the End, but I do think it's pretty good, so yeah. I do recommend it. I do recommend Sarah for the End. But on to the last little bit, which I'm going to speed run through even faster than this. Now, the last little bit I'm going to be speed running is my Japanese manga that I got this month, because this video is already way too long and I don't want to make it so it's way too dragged out. But to start off, I have volumes 1 through 8 of Kemono Jihen, a series I do definitely love and definitely recommend, but I don't see it getting English physicals anytime soon. So I'm going to be picking up the Japanese volumes, and also I do want to support the manga, and I think this actually supports them. Other than English translations, they don't actually support them. Like, the English manga doesn't actually support the mangaka. This does. Buying the Japanese volumes does. So I do really want to support them, and I actually bought their previous work as well, but I'm just waiting for it to come in. So I'm really excited to get that too. But that's volumes 1 through 8 of Kemono Jihen. Next up, by the creator of not just Sketch Dance, but Astro Lost in Space, we got Witch Watch Volume 1. Loving Witch Watch. I think it's a great comedy, great rom-com inside of Jump right now. Really love it. Cannot wait for more. And then I got Volume 1 of that, which is the only volume out right now. Same with this next series, which is 9 Dragons Ball Parade. I really do enjoy it. Only 1 volume out right now. Art's fantastic, love the characters, love the story, and I think it's gonna get canceled, and that's why it's kind of feeling like rushed recently, but it's starting to slow down the pace again, which I really did enjoy when it had that slower pace, but happy to have that. And also 2 volumes of a series that I got recently, Axe, which is kind of sad, but by the creator of Beelzebub. We got Hardboiled Cobb Dolphin Volumes 1 and 2. Now, I only got 3 as well, but 3 was out of stock, so I couldn't actually get it. But I got volumes 1 and 2. Really excited to actually get into the series because I didn't actually read it. I just want to support the creator of Beelzebub, but cannot wait to get into this. The next one I actually did read, and I'm going to be getting the 4th volume of very soon because I really did enjoy it and I didn't think it deserved to get canceled. That's Phantom Seer Volumes 1 through 3. These things look beautiful. I love these covers, and I think the art in Phantom Seer is amazing. Same with the whole story, the characters, everything about Phantom Seer was great. It was supposed to be that next big thing, but it got cut too early, so I can't really say much about that. Next up, the second to last series I'm going to be showing off is the series that Yuki Tabata made before Black Clover, which a lot of you guys probably don't know of, and that's Hungry Joker Volume 1 and 2. Now, Volume 3 is out of stock, that's why I didn't get it, but I got Volumes 1 and 2. This got canceled and was only around like 20-ish chapters. That's why it's only 3 volumes, but I heard this had a lot of potential, so I'm going to be reading this. Of course, not the actual volumes, because I can't read Japanese, but I'll read the scans of it, as I heard it had potential, and it got cut too early. And also, the final thing, if you don't know, the new entry into my top 5 manga, Tokyo Revengers. I got the first 4 volumes, which is going to encompass all of the Mobius arc, and I'm going to be going for the next up to 9, as that's the end of the Valhalla arc, so that's all I'm getting for the Japanese volumes for this month. That's all I've gotten, and I actually have a new Japanese shelf right over there for my Japanese volumes, but I'll show that off in a future collection video, and that should be it for my manga haul this month. I hope you guys do enjoy, and my reading log should probably be out later this week, like Saturday, maybe Sunday. But I'm sorry for like the kind of late uploads, just graduated, so have a lot of grad parties to go to and a lot of stuff to do and a lot of work, so that's just me. I've been pretty busy, but after like all this dies down, all these grad parties and stuff, I should be fine and I should be able to record more, but I know I keep pushing back my uploads. I'm really sorry about that, but that should be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope I see you guys next time. Peace!